And then there will be the digital nutrition, which will be really a highlight, because it's an amazing feature that what you can do with the chemistry, you can also do with frequencies. 3 years ago, I was in Italy, in the Tuscany, in the summer. It actually was 1st of July, so exactly 3 years ago. And I was sitting together with 25 or 30 scientists, cutting edge scientists on quantum physics, quantum medicine, technology based on quantum, invited by Professor Erwin Laszlo from Budapest, a very famous scientist. It was kind of a think tank. So we were sitting together for 4 days, having lectures, but mainly talking. But the most interesting part of this was the evenings. In the evenings, we were sitting in a typical small Italian restaurant in a village on the marketplace. So sitting together with the main scientists there, I had a lot of personal talks with especially 2 professors and 1 professor lady. And one of these professors, he is from Italy, from Bologna. He told me personally that he's doing research on how frequencies affect our cells since more than 20 years. But he told me that the main research on these frequencies is not done at the universities, but it is on a higher level, like military research, like kind of hidden research. But he said that the conclusion of this research is that the medicine which we can expect in the future will be related to frequencies which can regenerate the cells. He said that in the future, the medicine will not be anymore biochemical, but it will be regeneration of cells based on frequencies. So this encouraged me 3 years ago very, very much to complete the Healy. So what I learned from him is that there are frequencies to activate our stem cells. Have you heard about stem cells?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
It's something becoming very famous for people who have a lot of money, because they can make a stem cell treatment. It can be very expensive. Many people from Germany go to Asia, like to Bangkok, to get this kind of treatments because it's cheaper. It can be maybe 20,000 euro or something. But there, believe me or not, there is very, very good scientific research, clinical studies, which show that special frequencies can activate the stem cells, can help the stem cell, can support the stem cell migration. Stem cell migration means the stem cells are migrating in the body to the place where they are needed. Because they might come from the skin, but they have to go to the liver. They might come from the bone marrow, but they need to go to the kidney. So they have to migrate. They have to go through the body. So this is something you can support by frequencies. Then it's important that the stem cells differentiate, because one stem cell can create a heart, it can create a kidney, but it can also help to grow the bones. So they need to be differentiated. There are special frequencies for stem cell differentiation, for repair of tissues. So I have done a very big research into all the clinical studies which are published publicly, but also in a hidden way. I have some access to hidden studies, fortunately, through one of these professors. I found more than 50 clinical studies on the effect of frequencies on stem cell regeneration, on the DNA regeneration, on stem cell differentiation, proliferation, migration, and so on. Many frequencies which I used, but there are no devices to buy with this, because they say, this professor told me it's a medicine of the future. It's not the medicine of now. Now they still want to sell the chemical, the biochemical, pharmaceutic things, because it's such a big business, but at one point it will change. But not, I don't believe, within the next 5 years. So I put together all these frequencies and created 12 programs for, we call it bioenergetic regeneration. But we can say that in these 12 programs, we have all these frequencies from the research on stem cells, on DNA regeneration, on telomere regeneration, and so on. We take the same frequencies and use them in the Healy, but have our quantum senders select which of this frequency someone needs now. So we combine our Healy technology, quantum technology, with these frequencies, which is based on 20 years of stem cell research, and create 12 programs for bioenergetic regeneration. So I have put together these programs already, and this professor told me it's a medicine of the future. It's not the medicine of now. Now they still want to sell the chemical and create 12 programs for our bioenergetic version of it. He knows that frequencies can do the same thing. He's the second professor on a very high level who confirmed my own intuition and my own research on it. So on the basis of this leading professors, one from Bologna and one from Saxonia in Germany, it's not that everyone needs everything, but some people are crazy after stem cell treatment, so they can get our bioenergetic version of it. And I believe, and this is what another professor in Germany, I don't want to mention his name in front of 100 people, because it was a private talk. It's one of the leading professors of epigenetics in Germany. He's working at the university. I don't even can tell the university, but he's living on a castle on a 750-meter high mountain. And he told me personally in his laboratory that he thinks that the biochemical stem cell treatment is not without risks. It has a lot of risks related to cancer and so on. And it's not researched so well. And therefore he said, we have to do the research on the frequencies, because he believes this is absolutely without any side effects. And he knows that frequencies can do the same thing. He's the second professor on a very high level who confirmed my own intuition and my own research on it. So on the basis of this leading professors, one from Bologna and one from Saxonia in Germany, I can be very sure, and based on this clinical studies, that the frequencies we will be using will be very safe, and it will be very, very effective.